Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick. This is You Don't Scare Me, and today I'm going to continue debunking the 66 ghost videos contained within the Sir Spooks catalog compilation thing. So let's go back into doing just that.
The footage seems to have been recorded in a room in Seth's house, which looks normal enough, but a little over 1 minute in the footage, something strange happens. Take a look.
Oops, you can see the string right here.
Then, a little while later in the night, we watch footage that was filmed in the same spot as earlier, and yet again, something weird happens. Have a look and see.
Oops, looks like he kicked something down the stairs. I'm going to count each of these as a debunk because they're each individual videos. I don't know if you noticed that with the previous one, but I'm debunking each individual paranormal claim, not so much the entire 41, 42, 43. If there are multiple clips contained within one numerical value for the video, they each count as their own debunk.
Again, an object can be seen tumbling down the staircase, but as you can see, it seems like nobody's at the top of the stairs to push this object down.
This one's a freebie. I'm not going to count it as a debunk, but Sir Spooks, you can't see the top of the goddamn stairs.
So who or what is doing this? But if that wasn't creepy enough, take a look at what happens next.
Also, what is this angle? What are they filming? Like, think about that. Whenever you're looking at these videos, the security camera's placement is as much of a clue of paranormal fakery as anything else. There's nothing here that seems reasonable to set up a security camera for. It's capturing no spaces. It's not high enough to capture somebody's face if they come walking down the stairs or around that corner. It's positioned specifically to do the paranormal crap. It's not an authentic security camera position. At least when I was doing my security camera ghost videos where I was opening my fridge door, I left the security camera in the position that I want it to be in for security purposes. I didn't move it around to make sure that you can get a better view of the ghost. If it happens just on the very edge of the screen, it's even more compelling because you clearly didn't expect it to happen, but everything that happens in here happens as close to center frame as possible. There is an almost 0% chance that that's the only light switch for the staircase. Can you imagine living in a house where you have to turn the light off before you go up and down the thing that kills the most people in the world? Staircases are the #1 leading cause of death in the home. And you think there's only one light switch? You expect us to believe there's only one light switch to the staircase? Debunked.
Seth is completely in the dark as to what happened in this video. And even though it was uploaded to the platform 12 years ago, there have not been any answers. Let's hope that one day that changes.
Today's your lucky day, my friend.
Over on the popular ghost subreddit, a user by the name of Shadow12 posted a video that he says was filmed within his house the year before. He says that in the video he captured something terrifying and it still freaks him out to this day. So let's take a look and see what happens.
The the string is connected to the bottom left corner of the painting thing and then drawn through underneath the top left corner of the kitchen opening. And then somebody is inside the kitchen pulling the string up like this. And that's why the terminal angle of the thing as it rotates out can only reach as far as is in a direct line with the corner of the kitchen opening. It's a string, just like this one. It's only perceptible on perfectly high resolution videos like you're seeing right now, not in compressed footage. I'm recording this in 1080p, and that's why you can see it in the 1080p, but this person has recorded it in 1080p and then exported in 360p or 480p or something, but they've intentionally compressed the video so that you can't see the string anymore.
Sometimes with a video like this, a lot of people would expect there to be a major incident like objects flying around the room. But the fact that this video simply depicts an eerie picture frame moving by itself is more than enough to give you the chills.
Look, I know a lot of people in the comment section are saying things like, it's a magnet, somebody's just using a magnet on the back, and like, I appreciate the ideas that they're providing. I mean, it could be a magnet, but the magnet would have to be pretty friggin' strong to get through 2 layers of drywall and then an air gap of around 3 inches. So the next logical solution is to just go with the old tried and true fishing line. This is not expensive. Not expensive at all. I think it was like $4 Canadian, which means it's $1 American.
Some commenters suggest that perhaps it could have just been somebody stomping around upstairs, causing the frame to wiggle around.
Again, thanks for the input. I like the fact that people are trying to debunk it, but it's more likely fishing line.
But the uploader insists that there wasn't anybody above him at the time. He also states that even if somebody was upstairs, stomping around, it wouldn't have enough force to make this frame wobble.
He's actually right about that. The frame would go like this, instead of like this. You know what I mean?
He goes on to say that he has even more videos related to the paranormal, but he has yet to upload them.
He did. At least one more, and I saw it. And one of the things that stood out to me there was that little pass-through area that they built a shelf into, you can see light through it on the very edges, which means they built it themselves and they didn't get a perfect snug fit. There could be another place to put a string if you really wanted to.
Gratefully though, the uploader says that he no longer lives in this house, so we can only hope that his new house is ghost-free and he's living in peace. YouTube channel Truth and Life Paranormal published a video to their page on January 29th, 2019, in which they explored a supposedly haunted location known as the Whaley House, which is located in San Diego, California, and is widely known for how creepy it is to explore. In this video, we can see the camera crew setting up various different cameras in certain sections of rooms throughout the house in the hopes of capturing something on camera. In one way, they certainly succeeded, as they begin to hear noises that creep them out. Have a listen for yourself.
That's supposedly an unexplained voice. It just sounds like somebody in the kitchen area speaking, and then it resonates through the rest of the house.
sick? You hear the noise?
I'm hearing a lot of ambient noise that would be logically tethered to somebody moving small objects around in a kitchen. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's possible they might have one specific segment of the house to themselves, but there's actually a couple other people in the area. The biggest issue with this video that I have right now is that this is the totality of the paranormal evidence that they have in this. The screen just dimmed to black, which means that Sir Spooks, I was about to say Depths of Despair, but Sir Spooks is definitely about to explain what we just saw, but I don't really think we need that explanation, because so far the only things that we're hearing that they claim are paranormal are just, quite frankly, it's just not enough. You haven't captured ghosts. All you've captured is just a couple dings, dangs, and a bunch of clattering of general silverware and cups and stuff like that. Like, if this is what you're presenting as paranormal evidence, then you're going to have a pretty boring career.
As the cameras roll, a wide variety of noises can be heard, which are allegedly coming from paranormal spirits within the house. Among these noises are strange whistling noises and the sound of a ghostly presence walking above the roof right above where the cameras are.
Okay, so how many people are in this investigation? What are their approximate locations during these specific times? Who is the one who's currently filming? Can you confirm that there are chains somewhere in the building? Can you confirm that nobody is currently at those chains? All of these things are pieces of corroborative evidence that they cannot and will not supply, because they don't want you to know that the continuity of all of these videos, there's no way of telling exactly where people are, when they're there, and whether they're manipulating the things around. So the obvious answer here is that the continuity is broken. One guy is over there puppeteering the chains while somebody else is in a different portion of the house filming. And that's why you're going to get these kinds of noises. It's proof that they're faking it, in my opinion, that they don't prove that they're all in one centralized location at the same time.
What do you think was the cause of the noises that were heard in the Whaley house? Considering the fact that the Whaley house is located in the middle of a town and surrounded by other houses, it could have been someone from outside the house simply pranking the paranormal investigators.
That's a good question. Is this actually a haunted location as a business? Because if that's the case, then the sounds that they're hearing are played through speakers that are hidden within the walls. These haunted places, it's a business to them. They have to make haunted things happen, because if they don't happen, then nobody's going to come and investigate, which means that they're not going to make revenue. So the more paranormal things that the paranormal investigators just chalk up to ghosts because they believe in ghosts, the better.
But since this place is known to be haunted, it wouldn't be surprising if what they heard truly was something supernatural. A Reddit user named CrazyChris22 published this video over on the aforementioned Sir Spook subreddit. Even though the video is only 35 seconds in length, it is definitely short but sweet. At the beginning of the clip, Chris is sitting in his room pointing his camera at his bedroom door, when he suddenly asks out loud if there's anyone in here. Open that door. As you can probably expect, this causes something quite interesting but equally creepy to happen.
Does the door open? Because if anything else happens, then that's more proof of paranormal. Because the ghost is like, nah, screw you, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Take a look.
I'm sitting on my bed. Watch this. If there's anyone in here, open that door. If there's anyone in this room, open that door.
What are you looking down for, dude? Are you trying to make sure that the string is still in your hand and you forgot that your other hand can be independent? Gesture control is a little annoying. If I do this, it zooms in. So I have to do this again to make it to zoom out. I can turn it off, but I like having it on because there's a couple times when it's fun. Right now, what I said was, I don't think it's string. Right now, what I think it is the wind. There's probably a window open somewhere in the house, and the airflow is causing the door to open slightly. But let's keep watching and see if my thoughts stand.
Try harder than that.
And now I'm 100% convinced that it is string, because the second the door opened all the way in so that you can see the whole door, he turned the camera towards the bed. Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
Sure enough, it only takes a few seconds for the bedroom door to slowly start to open, seemingly all by itself. Then Chris repeats the exact same phrase, and it seems as though the spirit in his house heard his command loud and clear.
I'm sitting on my bed. Watch this. If there's anyone in here, open that door.
Is he playing the video again for some reason? Why?
Try harder than that.
This definitely seems like something that could happen, as it is not overly crazy, but merely a ghostly presence opening the man's door. That doesn't make it any less hair-raising though. The door opening could have been caused by an open window or some sort of a string off camera.
That's my job.
But it definitely seems quite genuine. What do you think? Is this real, or is it just a hoax? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below.
It's a hoax.
On March 15th, 2015, a woman named Shahira uploaded a video on YouTube titled "Doll Moving My Chair," in which she explains that ever since moving into their new house, they noticed some strange things happening with their daughter's toys, and especially their daughter's doll. Her daughter would tell her that she saw the doll moving and somehow even move across the floor. Therefore, Shahira decided to film the doll.
And there was one time, that's why I started listening to her.
There is a crack that you can slip your hand through in these types of chairs. That's a reclining chair. The top half of the chair and the bottom half of the chair are separate. And so, if the doll moves in a slight fashion, then somebody's just got their hands sticking through. And on the off chance the doll moves a lot, it's a very easy place to slip a string through to puppeteer the doll. You can make the doll lift its hand by... Is that a string?
That I could have swore once I came into the room, it moved. And I'm going to do a close-up of what this doll actually looks like, and it's kind of old.
Okay, no, it's not a string, but I'll stop interrupting. Let's just see what happens.
Well, I have nothing really precious or special about it, but it just has this feeling about it. And I'm just going to sit here on my steps and record it and see if maybe she'll do something for us. And I'm just sit here and watch her a little bit, and I don't know, maybe see with all these orbs that's here or something. I don't know how true that is, but it's definitely something with this one particular doll. Ooh, look at these orbs.
You got a dusty house. I'm just going to assume that was cut for time.
Wait. Whoa, the chair is moving. Whoa. Okay. Are you seeing this? This is some freaky shit. Oh, I'm about to run. What the hell? Ah, shit! Whoa, what the fuck?
It's quite creepy to imagine that this
Somebody's behind the chair. Obviously.
doll could cause an entire chair to move, and if this is what's truly happening, then they're gonna have a hard time adapting to their new house. The only way I can explain how they'd possibly hoax this video is that someone was hiding behind the chair and moving it.
Would you fucking stop that?
but I'm not sure if they'd be able to make the footrests move as well. Whatever the case, it's a creepy clip that further strengthens the fact that
The footrest lever on the side of the chair, all it does is pull a pin out of the release mechanism. That can be done from inside. As a mover, I hated those chairs. And hideaways, like the hide-a-beds. You think you're lifting a couch. You're like, this will be easy. What, 10, 20 pounds? No worries. You go to lift it up? No. Try 80, 90, sometimes 100 pounds. Hide-a-bed.
This video uploaded to YouTube by a Swedish group of friends on December 30th, 2012.
Wow, 1 subscriber. Let's see how far they've come. 86 subscribers, and this video that we're about to watch has 10,000 views. It's also 12 years old.
Takes place in the exact same abandoned hospital as the one on the number 10 spot on this list, which certainly makes this all the more creepy. As the young group of friends work their way around the building, they soon begin to get freaked out. At a little over 1 minute in, they hear this chilling sound out of nowhere and spot something that makes them run for their life and out of the building. Take a look and see.
Thank you for stabilizing the footage. I don't know if you can tell, but as you watch the sidebars, it's stabilized. Thank you.
Stanna. Vi går.
Fun fact, this building is no longer abandoned. And the person that you're hearing screaming is most likely, at the time, another person who was in the sanatorium who decided to scare them. The comment section, they're all saying, the people who are in the video have commented on the video. It's all in Swedish or whatever, but there's a translate to English button. If you're interested, go check out the video and translate all the comments. You know, they definitely didn't expect to hear the scream. This isn't a staged event, but it's also not a ghost. It's just another person who decided to prank them. I'm like 90% sure. So I'm going to stick this in the maybe because I can't really definitively say that it's fake. So next.
It seems as if they may have captured a shadow person on camera. Let's try and take another look zoomed in and slowed down.
No, that's actually just the camera adjusting to the darkness. So score 1 for Nick. I'm going to put that in the debunked. It's a different claim, so I want the point.
There would absolutely be nothing more creepy than realizing that a paranormal entity may be lurking somewhere in your house, whether you witness it firsthand or on video camera. This video, published to the Ghost subreddit by the user Blin11, showcases footage from the uploader's home surveillance camera positioned in the living room.
I love Dragon Ball Z. Look above the TV.
For the first little while, everything seems perfectly normal in this seemingly average house, but it doesn't take long for this average home to be something much more sinister. Have a look at this.
Well, it happens kind of off camera, so it might be wind, or it might just be somebody opening and shutting the door really hard. This security camera is paying attention to the front door, so that makes sense, and the stuff of value, including a boxed GameCube, a Legend of Zelda Edition Switch, a Halo Edition Xbox 360. Let's be friends.
The uploader of the video went on to explain by stating, "My roommate and I work different shifts at different jobs. Me 8 to 4 and him 11 to 8. He told me that when he is getting ready in the morning, he hears a door opening and shutting. We have been assuming that it's just a neighbor. I don't usually arm the cameras until after he leaves, but he is on vacation, so they are on from when I leave to when I get home now. I guess he wasn't just hearing things. Any explanations for this?" End quote. This is definitely an interesting piece of footage that will leave you with a ton of questions, but not too many answers, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a wind because it's a bathroom door. It's the office, which makes me think it's a bathroom. You know what I mean? They're clearly gamers. They clearly have fun. So, yeah, it's the wind.
It seems as though the door in this house is opening all by itself, but how? Is it simply a hoax made in the hopes to get views online, or is this evidence of a paranormal entity roaming throughout this Reddit user's home? Let me know in the comments below.
I think it's just a misunderstanding of the natural way that things operate. You know, he probably just cracked the window, forgot about it. Door opens and closes. You know what I mean? If you don't know what's happening, it's the same as a ghost happening to a lot of people. So he posted his video. Everybody probably commented in the video in the Reddit that it was just the wind, and he's probably accepted that. It is what it is. Sometimes it just helps to reach out. Doesn't matter how stupid it seems. If you don't understand, just upload the video. Somebody will tell you.
YouTuber C Said You Uncut posted a video to his channel on May 30th, 2021, where he says in the description that he was out riding a quad with his friend in Lake Sislodopsis, Maine, filming the day as it went along, but it wasn't until they both got home and watched the footage back that they noticed they may not have been alone that day. For the majority of the video, nothing harmful seems to be going on, as the uploader and his friend can be heard laughing and telling stories with one another, driving around in the woods on a hot summer day. However, as you would probably expect, something else also occurred that day. Take a look.
Besides the snake you just drove over?
Hey, you like Norm MacDonald?
Yeah, dude, he's great.
You ever hear that one he does on alcoholism?
Yeah.
It's like, I got a friend, Jimmy. Jimmy's, he's an alcoholic. I said, Jimmy, yeah, it's true you got the disease, but out of all the diseases, I think you got the best one. He says, it's the only disease where you get to drink all the time. He says, you go to a bar, you meet a girl who's got the same disease as you do, and you
That's great, dude.
and it's got a
The uploader pans his camera to where his friend is sitting, and it's at that moment where we can make out what appears to be a tall black creature walking quickly or running through the woods before disappearing entirely. When the uploader and his friend got home,
This is staged. That is 100% just a guy in a gorilla costume. You know, he's waiting for the cue of the sound of the quad driving by so that he can sprint past. Why did he pan the camera to the left at that particular moment? Isn't it a little convenient that the moment he panned the camera away from the road in front of them, they caught something? It all just smells a little bit too fishy to me. So that's a guy in a monkey costume. That's it.
sure they got the scare of their lives when they noticed that they most definitely were not alone that day. C Said You Uncut says that he thinks there could be two possible explanations. One is that it's nothing more than a bear, but some people in the comments have pointed out that that is quite unlikely, seeing as how the figure in the video was seemingly standing up on its legs and walking relatively quickly through the forest. Explanation 2 is that this is none other than the elusive Sasquatch, which definitely seems to be the more likely answer of the two due to the figure's strange, tall appearance and the way it walks. But obviously, this could also just be a hoax. I'll leave it up for you guys to decide.
Yeah, it's just a guy in a gorilla suit. It's not a Yeti, and it's not a bear. It's definitely not a bear.
A man on YouTube named A. Howie uploaded a chilling video to his channel on August 6, 2021 that focuses on him exploring a forest nearby to document for his viewers, following suit with the rest of the content he publishes on a frequent basis. For the first little while of this video, all seems to be going relatively smoothly as Howie works his way around the woods with a flashlight equipped in his hand to help him see where he's going in the cold dark night. However, it doesn't take long at all for things to take a seriously sinister turn. At about the 2.5 minute mark, Howie is able to record something truly horrifying that scares the daylights out of him.
Hey, you're gonna get away from my house, okay? You're gonna get away from my house. Come here!
It's obvious that the audio here is out of sync with the footage, but you can audibly hear Howie panicking and trying his best to run away from whatever that strange figure was, peering its head at the man from behind a tree. As for what that particular creature is, we have no idea, and
Looks like a possum or an owl. And, yeah, I think it's just an animal. I think it's just grabbed onto the tree. You know what I mean?
neither does Howie. Judging by the looks of things, it seems like some sort of strange humanoid entity, but anything is possible. What do you think he managed to capture on camera that day? Was this some sort of strange humanoid creature? Was it just a person? Or was this whole thing just a hoax to get some views? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, that's definitely a bird.
On the Sir Spook subreddit, a user by the name of Edward Swisserscare shared a video from the popular social media service TikTok, which seems to display some fairly unsettling content. The video was created by the TikTok user Holly Armstrong 20. It's usually an app filled with funny and entertaining videos, but this one is much darker in nature. Take a look at the video that this TikTok user filmed and see what they captured on camera.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my... Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my...
It's a cool video. I'm not convinced that it's actually paranormal. What I think is happening is that they're just pulling a string to the right and then another string pulling it up, because it does look like it's actually a marionette doll, which means it already has holes for strings that aren't supposed to be visible to the audience. So I would suspect that it's possible. You know what would be the easiest way of doing it is by getting like a command hook or something, sticking it to the inside of the closet, and then you wrap the string around that. And then so you have one string, you pull it to puppeteer it to the right, and then you pull the other string, which is fed through the command hook down to the foot, so it lifts the foot up. You know what I mean? So you're doing like this. Whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm going to call that debunked just based on the idea that it's always going to be string. It's easy for me to just say it's debunked because it's going to be string, because paranormal things aren't real. You know, the world is boring. I'm sorry. It's going to be string. And once again, it's very hard to see. But ghosts don't exist, so this is firmly going to be debunked.
This video is pretty hard to explain. Dolls are typically considered to be innocent toys that millions of children all around the world like to play with, to have a friend. So the fact that this particular doll is moving all by itself
That's not a toy, that's a marionette doll. You can tell because of the clogs, the heavy wooden shoes, and the loose joints that allow it to clock, 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 clock on the floor to I'm walking, you know, Ferre Jacques. You know what I mean?
Raises many questions.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my... Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my...
You know what I mean? It's just all too convenient that second door is closed, so it's very simple just to put somebody beside that door. And on the off chance that they want to go the extra mile, there might be a crawl space above that closet. We have them in Canada, not in this apartment, but I would totally puppeteer the doll from inside the crawl space. That'd be cool.
It is still unclear to this day how this doll was moving in the closet, seemingly all by itself, but we can only hope that the original uploader of this TikTok video got to the bottom of things and either got rid of the haunted doll or moved out entirely. Dead Zone 43 shared the following creepy video over on my very own subreddit Sir Spooks, which is an excellent spot for all things related to horror and the paranormal. There you can share videos of your own or watch videos submitted by the community. The original uploader of this video gives a little bit of context, saying, quote, "When I was in the US Army, we were on training exercises in Bemowo-Piski, Poland, for a couple of months. On post, we pulled 24-hour shifts to secure and maintain order at headquarters." End quote. He then goes on to say that
Yes, 24-hour shifts do happen, and they're rare. Usually you switch out around 12 hours, but it happens.
that on the government cameras he was able to access, they picked up something scary walking across the yard. Let's take a look and see what it is.
And the ghost is back. And it fits. Holy fuck.
Camera compression. Look, I've been recording for like 12 hours today so far. Oh, 13 hours. I've eaten breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I never eat 3 times in a day. This is like luxury to me, but I'm short on time now. I gotta go to bed in like 2 hours. I work tomorrow.
And the ghost is back. And it fits. Holy fuck.
If this footage is faked or altered in any way, then whoever messed around with it did a terrific job at making it look this convincing.
The easiest way to fake this video is to just switch between 2 static shots with an opacity shift. You just lower the opacity of one until it's the other. So it's a static shot, so like nothing's moving. You can't really tell if it's 2 different scenes.
The way the figure, which looks like a human for a few seconds, suddenly fades out of existence is undoubtedly eerie. And the man filming the security camera sounded genuinely shocked and fearful when he notices what unfolded on the tape.
The fact that he disappears behind the pole is corroborative evidence for camera compression. Because the camera detects that it's passed through a scene that it's already paused, and now it's not updating the next several sections. And then as the person continues to leave the IR range of the camera, then we get this kind of artifacting where somebody disappears into thin air. So, yeah.
The uploader goes on to say that he and his roommate heard unexplainable running sounds in the attic in addition to this footage. So it begs the question, what was this figure and what was it doing out there?
Adding the bit about the running in the attic is anecdotal evidence. It's inadmissible in the court of Nick. It's not corroborative information. Unless you have some sort of visual proof that kind of corroborates that, then you might as well not even share details like that. All right, that's it for this one. See you in the next part. Okay, love you, bye.